Thanks. I'll pray for you.
Hey, what's up guys, Spartan Gaming here, and we are back today on Tom Clancy's Division, and we're here joined by F and Who's57. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. How's everybody doing?
I hope so fucking great. Alright, so, today we have a things you need to know, tips and tricks, sort of pointers, helping out kind of sort of thing, because English, you know, that's not a thing. So we're just going to have a small little list, maybe a series of tips and tricks kind of sort of thing, like I said, because, you know, English, or it might not, but essentially we got a small list, like I said, and so we're just going to go ahead and move right into it. So the first one is probably one of the most important, and props to FN because he showed it to me, so big thank you to you, sir. And he's also going to be the testing dummy for it, so this is actually going to be a double revive. So FN is now going to currently kill himself, or in, you know, the combat situation, he'll die. Yeah, or tempt. Oh, wow. I did a lot of damage. So, you know, in a combat situation, you get downed. And what you're going to do is you're going to hold X to revive, but you're going to hold it just like you would a second time. Do not let go. Just hold it the entire time. And as you see at the bottom left, it said I revived him twice. So, if FN were to magically somehow die again, we'll see here. He'll instantly get revived. Now, it'll be a little bit lower health, but he's also instantly revived. So that's an awesome thing to do if you have the time, the extra, what, 2 seconds, if that, to just hold X. So again, just hold X, don't let off of it, and that's that. So it's a tip, hope you guys enjoy that. So we're going to go ahead and move. We have a big thing. This is going to be aimed towards the people that aren't do I all. Not only is it something that I learned from personal experience. While everyone told me don't waste something better, I'm over here being it's great. 1 hour gameplay I even with different I better to replace this list until you get just waste fine. There's not need to save your money for when you and yeah. I'm gonna move us on to the next one, and that is break down your purples. Is if you break down your purples, give you 2, believe 3. And the reason for that is because the blue parts, like I said, and then, you know, just don't pick up grays, please. But it's kind of more of a waste of time to really break those down. It's just, you know, it's just kind of one of those things that's just too far out of the way. It's more efficient only to break down the purples and then to sell the rest and get your money out of it. That's another tip that I use, FN uses, both of our squads use. It's just a really good thing to use. So, moving on to the next one, which is actually number 4. This is going to be at the crafting station. So once you have it unlocked, this is something that a lot of people don't actually know. But it's also like the simplest thing ever. And that's if you have somehow, you know, green crafting parts, you can come down here. You can actually turn your green crafting parts, as you can see, into blues. So I can make some blue crafting parts. I don't know why I have them, because that kind of just makes me sound like a hypocrite. But, you know, just don't worry about that. That's, yeah. So, moving on to number 5. This is something from a video I've already done. So if you haven't seen it, there will be a link in the description to both of the videos, because there's 2. And that's the exploits that I use. This is for restocking to have, as you can see, 7 med kits, including all the abilities, perks, whatever it is, with the base up. And the amount of ammo that I'm holding, as you can see, it's a lot. So that is, if I come over here, the paramedic backpack and the police backpack exploit. So that's a pretty big thing I use. It's very situational. For instance, if you're running around in the dark zone, you don't really have time to just stop to do that, you know, per se, if you're chasing a rogue or something. but I always carry them on me. I think it's worth it to have the 2 slots taken up. And whenever you get the chance, just always do it. You never know when the extra medkit or 2 or the extra, extra like 400, 500 bullets are really just going to come in handy. Very, very in handy. So that brings us to our next point, which is actually going to be moving over into the dark zone. And that is showing where the AI missions or where the AI are. And that's these little purple fists or purple areas, the landmarks. These are actually little AI missions or where they are. Now, if they're gray, like this one's gray, but the fist is purple. If they're gray, that means that the AI in the area have been killed. Now, if they're purple, that means there are still AI left in the area. Now, that does not mean that the boss is there. It kind of sucks if, I wish there was a way that you could tell if the boss was there or not, but somebody could have ran through, killed the boss, left a couple AI, and left, and landmark would still be purple. But it's a really good tip to know, which landmarks or AI missions are still up and running that you can go and do. Also, Bryant Park is an AI mission, as well as an extraction. Just a quick thing to throw in there. Next is the marksman pickup. So you're probably wondering what that is, and it's as simple as always pick up marksman rifles. And marksman rifles are sniper rifles or DMR. So the M44 sniper rifle, the M1A, anything like that. The police Mark 5 or whatever it is. I don't use it. But anything that's like a sniper rifle or a semi-automatic rifle like that, they have scopes. Now the reason for that is because it's kind of like a double whammy sort of thing. They drop you, well, when you deconstruct them, of course. Let me just slow down there. When you deconstruct them, they drop you 2 things. They drop you the tools and the weapon parts. Obviously because it's a gun, and then you get the high-powered scope from it. So it's just another neat little tip that is always nice to do. Now this will move us on to our last tip, and that is something as simple as a multi-extraction. So, sorry, I had a little frog in my throat, not literally, of course. The multi-extraction, what that is I'm going to give you a situation here. My extraction is, I'm at the extraction. My bag is full. I have 9 of 9, but there's loot on the ground that I want. You don't have to stress out and destroy things to bring it. Unless it's a gold, maybe you could go as far as to doing that. I would, but you can always extract. Say if myself and FN were doing it, we could put our loot onto the rope for the extraction, and then we could actually run over and pick it all up and put it on the rope again. So that's where it's a double extraction. You can actually, as long as there's extra slots on the rope and the 4 slots aren't filled up, you can yourself put more bags. So you could technically put 4 bags onto the extraction rope and, still be pretty solid. So that's a pretty good thing to use. Again, it's another extremely situational thing to use. If you're just in a really hot zone, you just don't want to risk it. Just break something down for it, or something along the lines of that. But yeah, that pretty much brings us to a conclusion for this episode of the tips and tricks and helpful things to know. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did or found it helpful, remember to smash that like button, leave a comment if you have any questions, comments, concerns. I will get back to you as soon as possible and help you all out. Of course, my lovely subscribers. And, of course, again, of course, I'm just going to say of course a lot, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, as well as subscribing to Mr. FN's channel. So, FN, say goodbye, and I'll see you guys next time.
See you guys later.